Hi, calculus students. We're here in section 8.1, finding the average value of a function on an interval. It looks like this question says, what's the average value of x times 2x squared plus 3 squared over the interval 0 to 2? Now, before we start, let's remind ourselves what the formula is for an average value over a closed interval, a to b. And that would be 1 over b minus a multiplied by the integral a to b of a function f of x dx. Okay, so in our problem, looks like we're going to have a function that we probably can solve by hand, so no calculator needed on this problem. So x times 2x squared plus 3 to the second power, and we're integrating this from 0 to 2, and then we're going to take that answer and divide by 2 instead of dividing by instead of multiplying by 1 over 2. So this is my average value notation. So if you look at this integral ends up being in the following format. Very similar to g prime of x multiplied by f of g of x. It's not exactly like it, but it's really darn close. It's only off by a scalar. So we're going to do that little scalar fix that we do in class every once in a while. The derivative of our function on the inside would be 4x. So I'm just going to put a 4 here and then fix it and put a 4th on the outside. And then we could pretty much ignore everything except for the main function, which is something being squared. So let's then take our main function, which is going to be the squaring function, and we're going to raise it up to 3 and divide by 3. But since we also have a 2 and a 4, I guess we're going to have a 1/24. So my average value can be found by evaluating this expression at 2 and 0 and then subtracting. So when I put 2 in, I get 2 squared 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. And I get 11 to the third power. And then minus, put 0 in, I get minus, 3 to the third power, which is 27. And then we're dividing this by 24. And when we subtract and reduce, we get 163 over 3 as my average value.